Well, here I am on my way to court this morning for the third time in 2 days for probably the 40th time since my dad died a little over a year and a half ago. And instead of grieving the mourning loss of my father, instead of continuing to honor his legacy and sell the art online and run the business out of the studio, I've been blocked from doing so by the court because of my brother's inability to reach an agreement with me and his decision to deny the last wishes of my father, which were not held in court. The will wasn't notarized despite being witnessed by 4 different people, signed by 3 different people, and 2 videos are testifying to the fact that my father wanted to leave the house in my name so that I could assume the mortgage and continue running the house. So I've been paying the bills there, and my brother's been repeatedly harassing me, breaking in there, stealing stuff. He's been granted access because he never changed his driver's license. So now he's accusing me of all these false things. He actually came and damaged my plants and stole a few things. And when I confronted him, I said, "Hey, let's make a deal." He began swinging at me. And in that moment, I decided to try to film it. He swatted the camera out of my hand, so I filmed him following him, saying, "You're an idiot. Let's make an agreement. You're going to lose the house." So now he's trying to file harassment charges against me and order protection. And basically, he made it clear in the court that he just wants to see me out of there. He was explained that there's nothing to be gained from now allowing the sale of the house by the county, which they're going to force to sell it at a loss. My mother and father worked their whole life to have this house, and it's a tragedy of epic proportions. He just can't deal with the fact that my dad disinherited him. He can't deal with the fact that he assaulted me and his father repeatedly and was kicked out of there. And so I've decided to make him deal. I said, you want to pay the mortgage and live there? Fine. You want to try to preserve the house? I'll buy you out. But instead now, the county has the authority now to basically throw me out of my own home, sell my own home without my consent. And it's a shame, all because my brother refuses to come to an agreement. And he hasn't paid the mortgage, hasn't paid any bills, hasn't done any maintenance there, yet treats it as if he should be able to just come and go as he please anytime when I go through my wife and I's affairs, harass, threaten us to damage our property. And he's been getting away with it because the police have no authority inside the home. The judge granted him access, a convicted violent felon, mind you, with a history of long history of assault and harassment, has been granted access to where I sleep at night and to where my wife keeps her personal affairs as well. While we pay the mortgage, while we pay all the bills and pay everything, he's managed to sabotage my entire home office, internet, the home repairs that I'm doing, and bring me to court for the past year and a half repeatedly on bogus allegations, filing false police reports against me, and basically saying that it's his house and that just like he said when my dad died, he's going to live there for free, and I'm supposed to be the one responsible for paying his bills and mortgage, while he sells off everything that he could steal. Instead of visiting my dad in the hospital while he's dying, breaks in the house and starts harassing and menacing my wife and I. So now instead of me going about my day, I'm losing another day's pay by being in court all day with some total nonsense, totally disrespectful to me, and it's just a violation of my sanctity and my peace of mind. I'm making this documentary of my life because I feel like there's been an injustice, and this is so incredibly wrong and so humiliating for me that I think the world should know this. And, just because the will wasn't notarized doesn't mean it's not valid that it wasn't my dad's last wishes. My father and I had a long history of being estranged from my brother, and trying to help him had only proved to be fatal for both of us. And it's now gotten to the point where he seems to think that he can continually make these bogus lawsuits and file these false allegations, which is perjury, against me. So now I'm going to court again to defend myself against someone and something that shouldn't even exist to begin with. And it's as if the court is entertaining the diatribe of a madman. And he's managed to dismantle my security system, my video cameras, and go in and out of the house and harass me and then assault me. And just because I didn't get him swinging on me on camera, I wasn't able to press charges. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to keep going to court. I want to save my house, if not just rent it out. This is our family legacy. My mom and dad worked very hard for us to have this house in the country and to have some type of retirement. There's nothing better than inherited wealth. That's a passive income we could both net every month just by renting it out. Plus, that's a place of business. Now I'm going to be responsible for paying all the storage to move everything out, and he won't be responsible for anything. He'll be hit with a debt that he can't pay me. So here I am. I'm going to court. I'm documenting this because it's extremely painful for me to have lost my father, to have lost both my parents telling me my brother didn't even understand how sick they were, that he was truly crazy. Both my parents died telling me that. This is the honest to God's truth. And now I'm going to court again because of this crazy madness that he's perpetuating. Lies, all lies and fake allegations. He projects. He does things to other people. He does things to me. And then he says, oh, that's what I'm doing to him. It's sick. And I'm going to have to put a stop to it. If I need to file charges for him attempting to assault me by swinging at me, for menacing and tormenting my wife by coming in at the house all hours of the night, removing things and sabotaging things, I will. He's already a violent felon. He's already proved to the justice system what kind of person he is. And I've tried to help him. I tried to offer him a place to live. I said, look, we can spare the expenses, we can split the house up, or we can both rent it out. But now allowing the county to force the sale would be a total loss. There's no equity in the house. This has all been documented, all been proven. And he's also saying that me documenting this of my personal diary and exercising my right to free speech and freedom of religion is somehow harassing him. Go figure, folks. He doesn't want people to see the truth. He doesn't want people